You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old.
Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week. Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN.
For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
Shannon Sharpe just lost his ESPN seat. And what's coming out now? Way messier than anyone expected. The Hall of Famer didn't just get fired, he got scorched. We're talking about a $50 million lawsuit, graphic race play texts, disturbing audio, and a 19-year-old OnlyFans model at the center of it all. His image, shattered, his career, on pause, if not over.
Knowing that audio was probably going to come out along with additional tapes, whether they be video or audio is unclear at this particular moment in time, Shannon Sharpe felt compelled to come out in his own defense.
And Stephen A. Smith? He's not exactly rushing to defend him. If anything, it looks like he's low-key enjoying every second. Buckle up. This scandal's got money, power, humiliation, and the kind of receipts no one saw coming. Shannon Sharpe didn't just leave First Take. He got dragged off stage with receipts flying in every direction. One day he's trading jabs with Stephen A., and the next, he's the face of one of the wildest scandals in sports media. A young woman is accusing him of twisted sexual misconduct, racial humiliation fantasies, and emotional manipulation.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play? I didn't even want to talk about this, but the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and honestly, I was just assaulted by this information. I didn't know anything about it, and I'm scrolling, minding my business, and I see a deluge of text messages that he released from this girl that are weird and with an obvious race fetish. And it's not just her with the race fetish.
The internet going scorched earth. And while Shannon is scrambling to save face, Stephen A. is doing press runs that feel a lot more like distancing than support. It started with a civil lawsuit filed in Nevada by 19-year-old Gabriela Zuniga. She says Shannon paid her for sexual encounters that included racially charged role play, and not in a consensual, safe kind of way. We're talking choke you in public texts, degrading language, and blurred lines between fantasy and coercion.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what you did to me.
Okay,
Well, what?
Shannon reportedly tried to settle quietly before it went public. But Gabriela, repped by powerhouse attorney Tony Busby, wasn't playing. She dropped bombshells, and ESPN didn't wait around. Insiders say Shannon didn't step away. He got pushed hard and fast. Then came the screenshots and audio recordings, and they were bad. Shannon leaked Gabriela's texts, trying to show she was complicit. But he left out his own messages, and fans caught that instantly. The tone, the content, it screamed manipulation.
Let's get this party started. Lay it on me.
Get your black over here, buckwheat.
Okay, come straight out the gate with it.
Yeah,
right.
I know that's what you like to be called, ain't it? Buckwheat. Now stop flapping them gigantic lips and using them when it's supposed to use to, not talking to their superiors.
And then the audio dropped. Shannon casually talking about choking her in public. No panic, no joke, just calm, calculated menace. Even if it was role play, it was dark, and Disney wasn't going to let their brand get dragged into that. Fans said the same thing. You did this to yourself. Stephen A. Smith came forward, reminding everyone that he brought Shannon to ESPN and vouched for him.
Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week. Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN. Works on First Take, which airs on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time.
But the speech, it felt cold. He emphasized that Disney has standards and made it clear. He's not in charge of the final call.
They didn't need any definitive evidence at this particular moment in time about all of that stuff. Once all the things Shannon Sharpe's lawyer put out there, it was uncomfortable to listen to. And it was not something that Walt Disney once associated with its brand.
Still, his delivery made one thing obvious. This was a wrap. Fans picked up on the subtle shade, the lack of real support, and the way Stephen carefully protected his position. This wasn't a defense. It was a strategic exit. Once Twitter, TikTok, and Reddit got a hold of it, Shannon got cooked. The memes were endless. Aunties were yelling, "Act your age," and users were dragging him for being nearly 60 and paying a teenager to act out degrading scenarios.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I do.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old.
Even Club Shay Shay guests like Cat Williams and Monique had tried to warn him. Young women will line you up if you're not careful. Shannon laughed it off. Now, he's a walking cautionary tale.
Shannon Sharpe, we want out of the group chat now. Like right now, because it's getting disgusting and you need to act your age. First, we had to hear the audio from when you accidentally went live that absolutely nobody asked for. We could have went our whole lives without hearing that. Then you started doing infomercials about ED pills. And now you sharing text messages that's just sharing too much.
The race play angle made everything even worse. People weren't just mad, they were disturbed. The leaked texts echoed deep-rooted racist tropes, and once fans realized Shannon was allegedly paying to be humiliated, any sympathy he hoped for vanished.
I think all of this RACE rhetoric that was in those text messages started with him. It started with him. It's becoming more and more clear to me, in my opinion, that he has a race fetish. He has a fetish for that type of dynamic. Think about it. This was a 19-year-old white woman when he met her. I don't know any 19-year-old white woman that's running around hollering about a big black baby and baby gravy. Shannon was a 54-year-old big black grown man from the backwoods of Georgia. Gravy sound like he's familiar with. Big black babies, he probably seen a few in his day. Born in the backwoods of Georgia where he grew up with his grandma and all them other folks. But I just don't think that came from her. Now, is she repeating it back in those text messages? Yes, that's why he released her messages.
He tried to spin it, suggesting he was being targeted as a successful black man. But how do you cry racism while engaging in it sexually? That defense blew up instantly. And leaking only Gabriella's messages? Yeah, fans knew what he was doing. Now the community sees it not just as scandal, but as betrayal. Shannon's downfall didn't just stain his name, it burned the whole brand. Sources say ESPN and Disney want zero association with him going forward.
We're our sole proprietors, like I am on this platform and stuff like that. There are advertisers, there are sponsors, there are people you do business with, there are partners, and there are bosses. That's the situation, unfortunately, that Shannon Sharpe finds himself in at this particular moment in time. I sincerely wish him the best. I got love for him.
No comeback tour, no redemption arc. Shannon had time to back away, lay low, and regroup. Instead, he fumbled harder.
For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell. For 50 million, I go to hell.
Leaked texts, PR statements, and messy media moves only made him look guiltier. Sponsors pulled out, fans logged off. This wasn't just about a scandal. It became a masterclass in how to destroy decades of respect in a matter of days. So now the big question, was Shannon Sharpe set up, or did he set himself on fire?
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media.
Some say he's just the latest example of a black man targeted by the system. Others say no. This was pure recklessness.
That I could just do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and there's not going to be any repercussions. You're clueless.
And Disney? Were they too quick to cut him loose? Or did they make the only move possible?
My grandma used to say something. She'd say, boy, sometimes God will put you in place
people don't think you belong. And anytime you're somewhere where people don't think you belong, you know what they say, Steve? What? He don't deserve that.
Either way, Shannon's fall from grace is a warning shot to everyone in the spotlight. And now, we want to hear from you. Was this a takedown or a self-made disaster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're here for celebrity fallout, scandal breakdowns, and no-holds-barred receipts, hit like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Because trust us, this isn't the last time we'll see a legend fumble the bag this hard.